We are the painters of our world. We are creators.
Our next guest is Keona Kimbrough. Keona has an amazing story and is using the career education program at her local community college to chase her dreams of one day having her own business. Keona, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Before we dive in, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm originally from Louisiana, born and raised. I came from nowhere. I came from nothing. We struggled growing up. And I feel like I struggled my whole life. And, when I came out here to California, I was like, oh, there's opportunity out here in California, a lot of it. And we don't have that back home. Coming here, getting my high school diploma and coming here, I love it. And I didn't know my purpose at first. I would always stay at home and not working and depressed. And I didn't know my purpose. And now that I started City College, and I feel I found it. And I love coming here every single day. I love it. It's my happy place.
So I love your story. Sounds like you've been through it a little bit. Come from struggling circumstances back in Louisiana. There's people watching, there's people listening on podcasts right now, checking you out. Talk to them. Let them know where you've come from and what you're striving to achieve.
Even a little bit after I moved out here to California, I didn't think my life was going anywhere. I just thought once upon a time, I went into depression. And to even go a little bit more, I tried to take my life. And I did that twice in 1 year. And, my sister told me, she was like, if you take your life and you're not here, you won't be here when the good come, when God get ready to bless you. And then I thought about that. That really has stuck with me after she said that to me. And I was like, you know what, that's right. What am I doing? Why am I trying to end my life just because things aren't going the way I want them to go? And I just went into a deep depression, and I felt like at that time I was in a real, real dark place. But this time around, before I came to City College and before I started my program, I felt like things started looking up for me,
So why was the career education program the right route for you to take with your education?
Because I never had a career in anything. In anything. So this would be my first career that I'm passionate about and that I love doing and I see myself doing.
Tell me about your first day. You walked in class. Oh, look at you. See, you beaming again. I love that. Tell me about that.
Oh, my God. My first day, I just started off a little rough. I did start off a little rough.
Had to be intimidating.
It was. I was a little worried that I wasn't going to get to stay, but thank God for the teacher. I love her so much, Miss Jones. She looked out. And, I was able to continue the class.
Sounds like you've got some great support from the staff there.
I do.
Do you feel like you're supported?
I do feel supported from the staff. They want to see us get ahead. They want to see us achieve our goals, so they want to help us accomplish what we want to do, our mission.
Now, we have to talk about money.
Okay.
Is it affordable to go to a community college?
Yes, it is.
In what way?
Because there's a lot of different programs. There's a lot of different programs that will help you if you're serious. But there is a lot of different programs that would help you pay for your books, your classes, tuition.
What does that mean to get that financial assistance that you were looking for?
It's like, when you have a burden on your shoulder, you feel like you have a burden on your shoulder and it's been lifted. That's what that feel like to me.
Yeah.
That has been lifted. I'm just floating now. I can just come to school. I ain't got to worry about no tuition. I ain't got to worry about no books, my tools, what I need in class.
So it sounds like they just take it all. Any burden that you had when wanting to get an education
Yeah.
or get a career going here with the colleges, it seems like they take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I know that you dream of not just having a career, but you actually owning your own business. What would that be like for you to finally say, I own my own business?
You're going to make me cry.
You take your time.
Well, first, I have to say that I'm doing this for myself and also for my family because, like I said, we struggled. And owning my own business and having the keys in my hand and say, this is mine, that'll be the happiest moment. I feel like we still struggling, but not as much. But when that day come, I can say, well, this is mine. And we won't have to worry about struggling anymore. We won't have to worry about hardships, finances.
So what would you say to someone that may come from the same circumstances that you did, and they think it's too late to go to college, too late to own their own business? What would you say to that person?
Well, first I would say that it's never too late. It's never too late. If you have a dream and it's something that you really have a passion for or something that you really want to do, I would go for it. I wouldn't give up. I wouldn't second guess it. I would just do it. I would just do it.
So why is this so important to you?
Because I'm tired of... I always lived in a I can't box where I always would want to do something, but I wouldn't do it. I would say, I can't do it. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do this. I don't want to be that person that say that anymore. I would start something and would never finish it. I don't want to be that person no more neither. I want to be able to start this and see it through. That's why it's important to me. And when I started this journey, I always say to myself, I can do this. I don't have to worry about saying I can't. I don't never say that I can't no more. I always say I can. I'm an I can person now. That's who I see myself as. A I can person, not a I can't. So anything is possible.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. And I'm glad to be here to do this.